Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jude Jets Show. And the New York Jets made a ton of additions this offseason, whether it be through free agency, the draft, or even the waiver wire. And through 5 weeks this season, I wanted to look at how our additions have performed and kind of grade Douglas's 2021 offseason class. And at the end of the season, I will be making another video, grading the class and, everything. So without further ado, let's get it started. Let's start off with our free agents. Now, 3 of our free agents that we signed this season will not be able to play this year because of injuries. Carl Lawson, our biggest free agency signing, LaMarcus Jr., and Vinny Curry are all not going to be playing this year. And Jarrad Davis has not played through 5 weeks this season, but expected to get reps very soon and did do really well in training camp. So I'm expecting him to play pretty good. But now let's talk about Corey Davis, our second biggest signing. How has he played through 5 weeks this season? Has he been the wide receiver number 1 we wanted him to be? Yes and no. He leads us in yards, catches, touchdowns, and technically has been a wide receiver number 1 by stats, but has he played like one? No, he has the most drops on the team. He has 5 drops, the same amount of drops he had in 15 games last season with the Tennessee Titans. That's obviously not a good stat. He also has been the reason for some of Zach Wilson's interceptions and has really only played good football in 2 games this year. So moving forward, Corey Davis is going to have to find a way to play good each and every week, and it's going to have to, limit the mistakes if he wants to continue to be the wide receiver number 1 for the New York Jets. Now, while we're on the topic of receivers, let's go ahead and talk about Keelan Cole, who signed to be our wide receiver number 4, and he has the second most yards on the team. Now, he has been getting a lot more reps than expected because of, the injuries to our receiver position, but even with the receivers, being healthy, he still managed to produce this past week against the Falcons, having 2 receptions for 38 yards, which was the second most on the team. So the Keelan Cole signing is really looking like it's going to be one of the, most underrated signings in the NFL this year. Shannon Rankins has also been a pretty good signing for the New York Jets this season. The stats prove otherwise, only 6 tackles for 1 sack. But if you look at the guy's more advanced stats, if you look at the film, he's been a dog. He's basically in the backfield every single play. He has one of the highest pass rush win rates in the NFL. Rankins has consistently been applying pressure to the quarterback and has even led the way for other guys to get sacks on this defensive line. So Shannon Rankins also has been a pretty good sack. Now let's take a look at some of the other, free agent signings who haven't really been playing as much this year. Justin Hardy, well, he's actually been playing a lot. We didn't really have a good gunner last season, and it actually kind of hurt us a little bit. So signing one of the top gunners in the NFL was a smart move by the New York Jets, and Hardy has played really good through 5 weeks this season. Tevin Coleman, when we signed him, I thought was going to be our running back number 1, but as the offseason moved along, he was our running back number 3 and has done pretty solid for RB3 and has actually been making some pretty good contributions to the special teams. Almost had a kick return touchdown this past week against the Atlanta Falcons. Dan Feeney has not seen the field at all this season, and Tyler Kroft has just been horrendous. Now let's talk about Douglas's second draft class. Starting off with the second overall pick, Zach Wilson. Now he has gotten off to a slow start, really has only played 1 good game this season, and that was week 4 against the Titans, and he actually won Rookie of the Week based off of that, game performance. But he has gotten off to a slow start. There's no denying that fact. But as the season goes along, as he continues to build more chemistry with his receivers, his play is going to get better. And I'm not calling him a bust yet. Elijah Vera Tucker looks like one of the best guards in the NFL. Douglas is not regretting trading up for him. Elijah Moore has also gotten off to a slow start, but once the New York Jets find a way to properly use him, he's going to take off. Michael Carter, a 4th-round pick, is our running back number 1 and has been killing that role. Carter really does look like he's going to be a really good running back number 1 for the New York Jets in the near future. Jamie Sherwood has also been getting off to a slow start, but he did have a really good game against the Falcons last week, so that's good. Michael Carter, Brandon Eccles, 2 day 3 cornerbacks, are starting for the New York Jets and have been looking really good, especially Michael Carter. That guy has been one of the best slot cornerbacks in the NFL this year. Hasbro Nazardine hasn't really been doing too much for the Jets this season, and he is actually on IR right now, but he did a terrific job when he was playing at stopping tight ends, and if he was playing against the Falcons, who knows, maybe Kyle Pitts would not have had his breakout game. And Jonathan Marshall has only played in one game this year, and I believe got half a sack, 1 sack, so that's pretty good. And you can't not forget to mention Jason Pinnock, but he honestly hasn't been playing much. I mean, he's been on the special teams, but that's about it. So on the waiver wire, we picked up Quincy Williams. I thought he was just going to be a backup linebacker that rarely saw the field, but this guy, I mean, Quincy Williams, he's been playing so good this season, and I can't wait to see CJ Mosley, Gerard Davis, and Quincy Williams all on the field together, because that's going to be one of the best linebacker units in the NFL. So what grade would I give Douglas in his second offseason? Right now, I would give him a B. You know, it's been pretty good, but there has been some mishaps, and at the end of the offseason, I'm sure the grade is going to improve. Hopefully, I don't have to knock it down in letter. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you ended up enjoying the video, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jude_Jets for more content. And I'm your host, Jude, signing off for now. See you later. Peace.